Good old TJ.
Konnichiwa, got back with another video. Today, you guys, we are back with the Who Can Beat Gilgamesh Fate Lore discussion featuring StudiOmega. So this is part 2. I had got comments and stuff for you guys telling me that you guys wanted to be longer. You guys want me to end the video after like they're talking about a certain character. So we actually left off with them talking about Saber. Tria Pendragon. That's her actual name, I'm guessing. But yeah, we was left off right here on 20 minutes and 5 seconds. So this is where we're actually gonna start off at. And then like I say, once you actually get to talk about her character, then I guess the next character they talk about in detail. And then we're going to end the video like that. Cause you guys have been saying y'all want it longer. Like that's the vast majority y'all want it longer. So I guess I'll do longer videos. So I'm not gonna make this intro too long, guys, because like to say this video is pretty long. Like I said, we're only 20 minutes into the video, and it's 2 hours and 15 minutes left of this. So this is part 2. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a max of like probably like I don't know, like probably like 10, 12 words. I don't know, but this is the one of many videos I'm going to be recording just now, and I don't know when all these are going to get like released out. So yeah, I'm trying to have like a lot of content like store up for you guys. But like I said, guys, like, subscribe on the video if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. Also with the bell notification, make sure you click all so we know every time I make a future upload. Also, well, guys, follow all my social media, my IG, my Twitter, Facebook, etc. Do all that. Especially my Twitter, guys, because like I say, when next gen comes out, I'm gonna be on Twitch like heavy, and I want you guys to be over there enjoying the content, watching me like play games, rage, stuff like that. So I'm gonna be playing like a variety of games. It's gonna be sports games, fantasy games, RPG games, etc. Just whatever, just any type of game you can think of, I'm gonna be playing over there. So go ahead and give your boy a follow. I'm still at 50 followers right now. I'm gonna try to put my actual Twitch like thing on the screen, but like I also got the animation for like show like what my actual Twitch is right there too. It's just incognito ways. Give your boy a follow and just come and enjoy streams, guys. Whenever I stream, because I usually stream off my Xbox One system itself because I only have a laptop right now, and I tried to do OBS on a laptop, and this is not even a gaming laptop, and no, I have to upgrade all my stuff. I have to get like a monitor and a tower and everything like that, which will be coming soon. But like I said, guys, we'll just get right into this because it's gonna be a while. So like I said, 20 minutes and 5 seconds. We're gonna start right here. So
down to, are you better in fighting than Gil? And a lot of these characters will answer yes, but they might not get past the first part.
Right.
It's one of the canonical examples we have. I don't know if there's a whole lot to discuss about Artoria. You know, she can win because she's done it.
Right. And she could easily do it again if she had Avalon.
Yeah, there's really no if ands that she would do it again.
Hence why she's top of the
I
list.
wonder if those pictures in the background foreshadowing like characters that
so
they
with
think
that
could
out
beat
of the way, now we get to finally get to characters who are at least even with Gil. At least have proven showings that even if they may not be able to beat Gil necessarily, they could definitely stand toe-to-toe with him with, like, no argument.
Yep, and
we'll start with
right
Enkidu, because that's the most obvious.
Clay of the Gods. Literally made in order to get Gilgamesh back on track, but then history's first ever bromance occurred.
Hey, it isn't gay if it's Clay.
So Enkidu's weird. As a servant, as Lancer, appearing both in FGO and Strange Fate. With the exception of Noble Phantasm A++, all of his parameters are question marks. That's because one of his personal skills, Transfiguration, basically turns him into a point buy character, and he can shift around his parameters as needed to say dump his agility or his endurance. He can have like really high strength or luck, or just a more balanced, well-rounded position.
Do you think that's because Enkidu's not even like Enkidu says this? He's not even a person. He doesn't have gender or anything like that. Like we call him he. But he really is just clay. He's a weapon.
He is a construct. He is basically a divine construct in his own right. Only he's got a personality.
Right.
The physical appearance he wears is even of a woman. It's of the sacred prostitute who basically civilized him.
Civilized him by having sex with
7 days. Yeah. it's very interesting how Enkidu was quote unquote tamed. Him and Gil basically met in the woods and punched each other for a long time, and then Gil was like, "Listen, bang some chicks."
Wow, I'm gonna sip my tea on that one because that's crazy.
When he throws things actually came from his fight with Enkidu, as basically the fighting became so hectic and intense that basically Gil went into his treasury and started throwing whatever he could get his hands on at him.
So Enkidu's second personal skill is presence detection, which is basically just the inverse of presence concealment, so it's real hard to sneak up on him. Interesting skill is consummated shape A, which basically, so long as he's plugged into the magic supply of the land, he has a incredibly powerful regeneration, which you can see in the way
that makes sense. I remember that.
Huge self heal.
But I didn't know that it's because him like mowing the land and the escape of it. I didn't know that's what it was.
Crazy. It's like 5K, I think.
Yeah, it's huge,
or even higher. It's enormous.
That's pretty cool.
And that's accurate. That's one of the few cases where skills are fairly lore accurate. He can, as long as the planet itself, he can resupply and regenerate.
Or unless the gods tell him to die.
right?
In that case, it was basically like being cursed.
Yeah.
So, what are his noble phantasms? Well, in this case, his own version of Enuma Elish. Yes, he's got his own copy of that attack. It's not quite the same, but basically, because Enkidu is a weapon, it's a weapon of the gods, and literally harnesses the power of the counterforce to create an incredible blast, which is on par with Gil's Enuma Elish. So this is why, first of all, they are even, because Enkidu can go toe-to-toe with Gil's.
I'm gonna download that from Enkidu.
Right, it's even described in Strange Fake that every time Gil would use Enuma Elish to tear apart the world, Enkidu would just use Enuma Elish to bring it back together.
It's literally the equal and opposite effect. And then he's got the other equal and opposite effect, his ability called Age of Babylon, which is not ranked at the moment, but I assume it would be similar to Gate of Babylon, where basically he summons noble phantasms, but he creates copies
so that's
of
the site
unlimited weapons from
in
clay.
Gil. Okay, I
and
was gonna say it said Babylon, and then I'm like,
his attempt to copy Gate of Babylon, basically.
Okay.
So much that he has noble phantasms, but that his noble phantasm attack is that he can create as many weapons as he
hard
wants
as the clay
and shoot them at things.
So, like, the way I can think of that is basically with Gilgamesh, his Gate of Babylon is external, but Enkidu's his Babylon is internal, since he's being made out of clay.
Okay.
Creates weapons from the clay of the earth around him. Yeah, instantly. It's two unlimited blade works, and don't worry, we're going to talk about that later. We're talking about canonical times Gil is lost, so yes, we'll mention that later.
Of course.
It's not blade works where the weapons already exist, but he does create them on the spot. If you hear all that, it's pretty simple. Enkidu is literally opposite number of Gilgamesh. He was supposed to be an equal to Gil to bring him back on track, and then they made friends instead. But in a fight, they have fought to a standstill, and at this point in time, I don't think a situation has arisen until one of them stops, and I'm not even sure that's how it would work. They might have to exhaust each other.
Right. So yeah, this one's pretty tricky just because, as I pointed out,
sometimes
it's not about straight winning. It's just a matter of
has
actually,
the resources
as you pointed out, Omega,
and,
can you actually just take on Gil once you get past Ea?
Though I would point out, as I did before, transfiguration does mean make himself, physically stronger than Gil if he wanted, or have more endurance or agility. Need something to do that.
Right. So it's not out of the question that he could beat Gil. It's definitely in the question, basically.
If I remember correctly, the fight stopped because Gil stopped it because he just literally fell on his back and started laughing.
Described it a couple of times, but the ultimate result is that it's a draw because they don't want to go on anymore.
Right. So with that said, speaking of Strange Fake, though, there's definitely someone who, out of nowhere, can make Gil actually shit his pants, and it's a blast from his past, funny enough, but in a different form. It is Archer Heracles. Also known as Alcides, I think you would pronounce it as.
I believe it's a hard scene Greek, so it would be Alcides.
Alcides, something like that. Yeah,
like
this
that.
guy's basically infamous.
See, I
or
like
maybe
the
famous
characters I don't know about
across
Fate, like
the
the
Fate
certain like
fandom
classes
as
of
being
the characters.
absurdly
to learn
terrifying
about
with
it.
not only his parameters, but the fact that he actually made Gil go like, whoa. Like, just put his hands up in the air and be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, no. I haven't read it like a direct translation, but I have heard their conflict described. Nobody's ever made Gil go 0 to 60 faster than Alcides. I don't know it. It's impressive. Let's break him down. So, there's an asterisk on these parameters because we can't say exactly what the literal archer class Heracles is like because Alcides is basically Herc Alter. So for those purposes, in my notes, I have not necessarily included some of his abilities that would be in as Alcides because technically he's like a double class with like Avenger class skills and stuff.
Skills and
because
stuff.
he was
it's a
corrupted
very-
by the
Let's see
mud
what
of the
his
Grail on
parameters are.
purpose.
He is an archer who is also an Avenger, and I have, for the sake of discussion, I've tried to excise some of that. So this is a very theoretical parameter. Though once again, that's almost like one of those like situations where it's doesn't get serious.
Alcides,
We're
okay.
pretty sure Alcides could win.
Right, he definitely has the potential.
So parameters: Strength A, Endurance B, Agility A, Mana A, Luck B, Noble Phantasm A++. Right there, you can see it. He is a
Mind's
high
Eye
quality
False.
servant from
That
just
sounds
the raw
that
stats.
sounds dope.
A-level independent action,
Set.
A-level divinity, an A-level battle continuation, an A+ level valor, and then Eye of the Mind False for rank B, which is basically the ability to kind of like see the flow of battle. It's not like an instinctual knowledge, but like a training to certain types of reaction. 9 Lives, which is ranked variably like C to A+. This is his famous ability to defeat the Hydra. It's said to be at its most powerful when he has a bow, but he can technically use it with any weapon. It's basically just a technique where he attacks, and he attacks so fast and so overwhelmingly that he can bypass any form of defense. He's an archer, because that's when he originally used it. And then there's Slash. This is either God Hand B or King's Order C to A+. Because
But
it
wait,
seems
he
like,
said C to A, but it says
Herc
all
cannot
question
both use
marks.
God Hand, which is the representation of his completed 12 labors, and his being deified after death. It gives him literally 12 lives. He can use the pelt of the Nemean lion.
Let's say, guys,
He can
leave
use
a like on the
the
video.
Hydra's blood arrows,
Subscribe
which
new.
is, by the way, if you've never
Share
read
the
about
videos.
what
We share cool
the
stuff.
Hydra poison is like,
Yeah, and also follow the Twitch page.
It made
It's
Chiron
about
get
double.
immortality. It was that bad.
so hard. Chiron was like, I can't be immortal for this. You gotta let me die.
Yep. It's bad.
And yeah, it's just he can use the Stimpalian birds and lots of other abilities. So honestly, I think Archer Herc would be better if he used King's Order because explicitly the pelt of the Nemean lion blocks mundane weapons.
Which is perfect for blocking maybe Gate of Babylon.
It would severely limit the types of tools Gil can use out of Gate of Babylon to hurt him. This isn't a spoiler because I'm pretty sure it's like right away when they meet, but Alcides straight up tells Gil, you need to pull out your strongest weapon and use it if you want to win.
But I wonder how
Straight
much
up
would an
says,
archer be
"Give
good
me
against
A."
Gil if Gil is like close range
Like,
and this
Fuck you,
archer
nerd.
that's with a bow.
No, so you guys can hear from this that this is Herc, one of the most famous, hugely famous, and even today, most people probably know about a lot of his labors because, hey, you know what? A lot of those zodiac constellations those are drawn from Herc's labors.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Aquarius. God knows what Noble Phantasm is for that labor.
And Herc has, as you pointed out with Chiron, he has touched inadvertently or on purpose
Has he now?
quite a lot of other
cool.
legendary heroes and characters.
He was an Argonaut.
Right.
Argonaut. He was one of Jason's only friends. He was taught by Chiron. He is an ancestor to several other Greek heroes. He's a big fucking deal, okay? And he, as a servant, has the characteristics to back it up. Gil is said to be basically any class. The only class container that not qualify for is caster because there's no history of magecraft.
But it's not like he needs it.
No, he really
Alcides?
doesn't.
I think that's how you said it. Alcides?
And like I said, honestly, the fact that Berserker Herc has lost to Gil before. God Hand would not necessarily be a plus because Gil has all the tools he needs to kill Herc 12 different ways.
Right.
This is another one of those cases where, a lot like Enkidu, this is very clearly a stalemate. We still
So what do you guys think? You guys think in the comments down below that Alcides
would he find
could beat
the
Gil?
real deal Herc a worthy enough opponent to do it?
And we also have to keep in mind, as you pointed out, with, say, 9 lives, or really anything he can do, would Gil even be quick enough to pull out Aya before her could kill him?
He would have to take... This is the caveat, right? Gil would have to be serious. He would have to take Herc seriously enough.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Herc does have one glaring weakness. That very high level of divinity means that if Gil gets him with the Enkidu,
Right, because
heaven,
he can't go nowhere
that's
because
probably a checkmate.
It works better against
He's gonna be stuck.
more divinity
Deja vu all over.
servants.
Yeah, but he has Eye
been
of
this
the
place before.
he has Eye of the Mind Fall, so who knows? He might be able to see it coming this time.
That's true. He's not a berserker this time. He has complete clarity of his mind.
Why we say that Archer Herc is the scary one, because Madness Enhancement ups your parameters like crazy, but you lose a lot of your tactical sense.
Lancelot.
We'll come back to
so
that
he
later
can be in
when
the deal.
we discuss Lancelot.
I know which Lancelot they taking.
Yeah, because I said that's the only reason. As I said, that's probably the main reason that Berserk Herc lost is because he just literally went on a straight line,
Right.
to Gil every time.
And that's not going to work with someone like Gil, who's, he has the chains of Enkidu, he has everything from his Gate of Babylon. Especially Aya would just one-shot him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even need the
Because
chains.
that's true, because we do know that powerful enough attacks can kill multiple lives.
Right.
Scratched a couple of lives with one full power Excalibur.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has any final thoughts.
I'm sorry. Now I can only think of the 12 lives as like health bars.
You know what? That's not completely inaccurate, considering how much of a nerd.
All right, we're gonna pause right there. We had 33 minutes and 35 seconds right here, guys. We did the ending of Saber. We did Enkidiru or Enkidiru. I think Enkidiru. I think that's how you say it. And Alcades. Out of these 3 characters, I'm probably gonna put a pin, comment, and link about down below. But out of these 3 servers, do you think any of them would win WL or a tie against Gil? Let me know in the comments down below. Like I say, guys, if you want INCOG, like I say, before you out of here, like, subscribe on the video, especially if you're new. Subscribe to the channel. Also, as well, hit the bell notification. Make sure you click all so you know every time I make a future upload. Follow the Twitch page. Follow IG, Twitter. Follow Facebook page, etc. Rate all that good stuff, guys. All that stuff is in the description right down below. You should be seeing stuff pop on your screen. Also, you should be seeing 2 videos on the side, and also right here to subscribe as well in the middle. You can click any of these 2 videos, or you can just, like I say, hit that right there. You can just subscribe as well. It's free right there. It don't even take that long to do it. But like I said, guys, move on INCOG. This one is who will be Gil. Fate Lord discussion is gonna be part 2. Like I said, we're gonna leave off at 33 minutes and 35 seconds after Al Kitties. And I think that's about it. Peace.